Okay, now we're live at the Clark HR Council HR on the go. So we'd like to greet everybody, no, a very good afternoon, no, and happy Tuesday, no, sa ating manonood. So dito, no, sa ating Clark HR Council, no, this is actually the best time to learn from our guest speakers, no, from various industries, no, from various fields of work, and even, no, coming from various locations, no, in the Philippines. So last time, no, we were able to talk about how we can align our business goals, no, sa ating mga HR goals, no. So this time, no, we're going to talk about a very specific industry. So a very special guest for today, no, will be talking about her experience both in the area of human resource management and also in the tourism management. So again, no, we would like to greet everyone, no, and welcome to our show. So mabuhay and welcome to our show na HR on the go, where top trends and hot topics relating to HR and people management are coming your way. So buckle up and of course prepare for takeoff. So in the Philippines last time, no, the tourism actually played a central role in its economic development in the years leading to 2020, but it actually heavily impacted the year 2021. Now this coming 2022, its forecast for the demand, no, for the international travel has increased as a result of rapid vaccination program. However, travel of course has increased, no, and of course there will also be some experienced, no, qualified travel experts, no, who are saying that they're urgently needing to deal with this new normal, and of course the ever changing layers of complexity inside the industry. This may be of course particularly become problematic, no, if such workers have moved on to other fields, pushing the workforce with skill shortage, no. As we all know, there are a lot of industries that was heavily affected with the pandemic. So others, you know, had really no hope, no, but to transfer to a different company with a different role, no, which of course, no, now that the pandemic, no, is on its way to recovery, no, slowly nabubuhay ulit yung ating mga industries. Now of course, using real life examples and insights from our experienced guest, no, Dr. Gertrude Tuazon, who will help practical guidelines on how to understand the impact of human resource management in tourism, and of course how an organization can build a culture through continued learning through talent management. So before we call on Dr. Jerty, you know, our guest for today, no, let me introduce first, no, Dr. Jerty. So, Dr. Jerty, our guest for today, no, is a professor and currently the director of Human Resource Management Office at Holy Angel University. She was also the former dean of the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management at HAU University. Dr. Tuazon is also highly active in research involvement and presented in various research colloquium. She was also the former Philippine Quality Award Assessor of the Department of Trade and Industry, which comprised of leading Philippine business, public sector, education, and healthcare experts and individuals selected from industry, professional, and trade organizations. Now, also in the government agencies, other nonprofit groups, and the ranks of the retired, and of course, no, yun si Dr. Gertie Tuazon. Please join me as we welcome our guest for today, Dr. Gertie Tuazon. Good afternoon, Doc Gertie.
Good afternoon, Sir Jester. Just in
Good
time.
Yes,
Hello.
yes. Good afternoon, no? Ayan. So also we will be seeing Dr. Jerty again next week sa ating 4th Philippine HR Assembly, which was shown, no, a while ago. Now, talking about the current situation in the area before we talk about the topic HR and tourism. We actually received the good news last November 15, no, nung nag-announce ang government that na-lift na, no, yung policy, no, or yung rules na yung face shield, no, pwede na natin tanggalin at pwede na tayo makapasok sa mga establishments ng walang face shield. So that was actually quite a relief, meaning to say that we are really on our pathway to recovery. Other than that, no, Salamat dun. Other than that, no, even governments here, LGU, Angeles City have lifted some policies na pwede na ulit mag-mall basta vaccinated na yung mga papasok. So, ang nangyari, unti-unti nang nagre-recover yung mga businesses. No? At the same time, fortunately, even the age group of I think 13 if I'm not mistaken, no, above na nasisimulan na sila maging part no ng vaccination program. So that's quite a good news. So yung ano na lang mga I think if not, I'm not mistaken 13 years below or 15 years of age below na lang ang hinihintay natin. Anyway, mukhang marami na naman no na celebration makikita natin especially that papalapit na ang Pasko no. Doc Jerty, kamusta ang ating pagbili ng mga regalo no or medyo busy pa ngayon?
Super busy pa, Sir Jester, na hindi pa, wala pa. Come
Oo.
December.
Come December, no, actually totoo 'yan, especially sa mga household establishments. Nakikita natin na wala pang nagsasabit ng mga kanilang Christmas lights. So previously, we were even tagged as one of the countries na napakaaga ang Pasko. By
Mhm.
September 1, no, nagpapatugtog na ng Pasko, no, nagsasabit na ng mga Christmas lights. But when the pandemic hit us badly, no, we were so focused on other things about the changes, no, not just in our life but in our work as well. No, so going back to the topic about the pandemic, no, we have seen the challenges no brought by the pandemic, especially in the tourism industry, no, and it really um, you know uh, broke no the tourism sector, and it's really quite challenging. Now this pandemic's damage to the Philippine tourism, sabi nga nila, have seen bigger nung dumating ang 2021. Ang laking losses no nung taon nitong 2021, especially na hindi pa nagte-take effect yung vaccination project. Pero ngayon, no, we're seeing progress, and we're seeing the result of the vaccination program. Nabubuhay ng muli no yung ating tourism industry. Now, Dr. T, no, as a tourism management leader, no, can you walk us through ba ng tourism industries ngayon sa Pilipinas?
Yeah, thank you, Sir Jester, no? For the information of our viewers, no, the tourism industry is comprised of accommodation. That
Mhm.
would be hotels, resorts, apartment hotels, B&Bs.
Mhm.
Attractions can be natural and man-made. Transportation, that would be our travel agencies, airlines, car rentals, and so on. And different activities that are associated with the tourism industry. Admittedly, Sir Jester, one of the most greatest hit industry in the Philippines in because of the pandemic would be the tourism industry. You
Mhm.
know, everything closed down, no, from
Right.
hotels, restaurants,
Mhm.
destinations.
Mhm.
So, yun yung nangyari ng pandemic. But thank God, this 2021 looks very hopeful, no? Sana masaya lahat because we're close to herd immunity already. But
Correct.
we've been reading left and right, old hotels na closing down, saying goodbye, parang mga anak mo na magsasara. If you remember sa Baguio, there was
Mhm.
a restaurant na nag-close down because of the pandemic. So, very disheartening, no? Nung time na yan, aside from the pandemic, kasi you see these old places na
Used
considered
to visit.
tourist, yes, tourist attraction sila, and they're closing down. So hopefully people will start moving again, no? We can start with domestic tourism.
Mhm.
But just to share, no, I have two relatives that are employed sa Royal Caribbean, and they're now out. Very ano na daw ang tourism around the world. So
Mhm.
thank God kasi for 2 years din
Pinag-surge na
sila.
ulit. Mm.
Oo, right.
Mm.
So, ngayon, pero what is good now is that they're really putting in safety protocols for
Mhm.
their employees and also their guests. So, maganda yung, even when we visit restaurants, no, left and
Mhm,
right na yung implementation of the safety protocols. So,
mhm.
yun yung maganda sa tourism industry. Thriving. Hopefully, dire-diretso na.
Ayun, very great news, no? So, because of the vaccination program, no, the demand for
Mm,
international tourism and international tourism has actually surged, no, not just in the Philippines but across the globe. Now, ang challenge ngayon na nangyayari is that ngayong dumating na yung surge nung demand, no? The question now there is ready ba yung ating mga industry leaders ngayon? Ready ba yung ating mga companies ngayon as to how they can cope up with the demand kasi ang nangyari 'di ba Dr. T nung naging heavily affected itong mga ating industries no and companies they had to close down no ang nangyari hindi na nakapaghintay yung ibang employees nag-resign na sila so nagkaroon na ng manpower shortage hindi lang yon
mm,
napuwersa silang mag-hire para at least may mantao lang yun nga lang hindi siya fit dun sa competencies so nagkakaroon na ngayon ng skill shortage no so
yeah.
sabi nga nila, according to the research from global data, no, the tourism sector has a skill shortage amid returning demand. So why does
Mm.
a skill shortage within the industry an outcome of short-term management and a lack of investment in people? Why is this happening, Dr. T, no, na amid returning demand, nagkaroon ngayon ng skill shortage?
Actually, I will throw that question to our educational institution, no?
Mm-hmm,
Because according to research, also younger people now, uh, fewer younger people joins the tourism industry already.
mm-hmm,
Plus, with the 2 years of this pandemic, no, so many are disheartened with the course tourism. But our educational institutions, left and right, kept on giving quality education to our tourism students, no. So I'm sure when they graduate, they will have that skills. Ngayon, nagkaroon lang ng dislocation because nga nawala ng trabaho ang iba, naging entrepreneur. We've heard stories about Philippine no, yung stewardess na nag-entrepreneur and they're successful, you know. But I see na everything will be back into its old form na tourism will be thriving pa rin. So they will be going back to the industry pa rin. Because exciting ang industry ang tourism industry. And if you talk about shortage of skills, I don't think so because I think all educational institutions are doing their best to meet those skills, no? Whether it pertains to travel agency, it pertains to how to serve yung domestic tourist natin, and also I believe by nature, Filipinos are hospitable talaga. So that's the number one ng
core
mga tourism.
competency nila, no?
Oh, right.
Right, right. However, in the other world naman naririnig naman namin, especially itong mga training vendors na ang most daw ng recipients ng kanilang clients are from the tourism sectors. Let's say for example, hospitality industries like hotels, no, like travel agencies na nagre-request ng training ngayon. However, yung mga maliliit na companies na hindi kayang mag-outsource ng training, ano kaya ang pwede nating maitulong sa kanila doctors because they do not really know how they can manage the learning and development opportunities of its
Mm,
people. Kasi of
right.
course some other companies now do not really have their own trainer, do not really have their own HR manager kasi dahil maliit pa lang company, nag-aano
Mm,
yan nag-HR, admin, finance na yan and they can only focus
yeah.
on critical tasks na. So
Mm,
what can now be done by this industry leaders, by business owners, no, as to how they can leverage no yung competencies nung kanilang mga employees,
mhm.
Doctor.
Before I answer that, no, I would like to congratulate all HR professionals who are really doing their best, no, to keep yung training, learning, and development ng mga employees nila ongoing. We've
Mhm.
seen on, ayan, yung CPHR natin. makulit, and yet you see so many good topics that can be used in their own organization. So yun, no? So yung question mo naman about how do we help, siguro yung HR professional should also look into it so that parang community service na natin with the small businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Probably we can come up with different modules to help them, especially tourism, no? Remember, tourism, domino effect yan, Sir Jester. If one is successful, lahat na yan
Mm-hmm.
surrounding that area will become successful. And we all know the potential of Clark being
Mm-hmm.
an international airport, no? So, hindi yan pwedeng gawin ng isang tao lang. All the HR professionals here in Pampanga should be
Mm-hmm.
working together para yung skills na mabibigay natin sa mga applicants nandun. And pag sinabi nilang galing Pampanga yan,
Mm-hmm.
tatak Kapampangan yan.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I mean, right?
Right,
Eh,
right.
Kapampangan, iba kasi, di ba? So, yun yung ano ko lang, idea ko. So, dapat we really come up with a module, tayo lahat sa HR professionals, and
Mm-hmm.
do it as community service to everyone.
It's actually a good opportunity as well, no, to take this as a CSR activity. Kasi
Oo.
in the general perspective, they always thought that CSR activity is more of tree planting lang, more of
Mm-mm.
feeding program, more of yung mga generic activities. But if we really have a careful thought about the CSR activity, it's more about community involvement through various ways, no?
Correct.
So probably the HR professionals and this Clark HR Council is actually a great avenue. Let's say for example, this one, yung ating HR on the go show is actually a free learning webinar for all the viewers. No,
Correct,
so
sir.
probably the HR professionals can also probably top heavily affected hospitals na mag-offer sila ng free,
Mm.
or probably we can invite kagaya nga nito itong mga hospitality and tourism leaders
Yeah.
na mag-join sa mga free sessions, and it's always best to ask naman the network, yung ating
Mm-mm.
Clark HR Council and its members, as to how they can share, and exchange and collaborate best practices, so that's a very good thought, Doc
Mm-mm.
Jerty. Now,
Yeah.
um, sabi nila HR management or human resource management have a crucial and long-term effects for the business behavior and of course in the tourism efficiency. Malaki nga ba talaga ang role or ang effect ng human resource management sa isang organization, Dr. T?
Of course, sir, no, you have to hire the right person for the
Mhm.
right job. Mold the person, train the person until you develop the person for them to become a mentor, to
Mhm.
become a trainer later on. So yun yung important. What I find very interesting in HR, yung learning and development, you
Mhm.
start from zero and then you get to see the person growing because of the trainings that you did for them, no?
Mhm.
So as simple as yun nga sinasabi mo kanina, we can share siguro personality development to small businesses.
Mhm.
Yun yung mga good points sa training, no?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
again, very important yan, crucial yan sa long-term effects sa business behavior. How you train the people, because then you develop a very loyal employee out of that. So proper
Mhm.
training, alagaan siya. Thank you.
So talagang yung human factor, it really has a great influence, sa business performance, no. It's
That's
not
one.
just the CEOs, the C-suites, no, or the
Mhm.
senior management na may role dito to become a competitive organization, but also sa lahat ng employees from rank and file to
Mm.
associates level, no. So from
Mm.
bottom up lahat yan, no, meron nga talaga na factor, no, na
Mm.
nag-i-influence sa business performance. Now,
Mm.
of course, no, with this kind of skill sets preparation for our employees, no. So can we now dig into the details of how we can do that? Kanina we understood no why is it important no and what are the things that we need to prepare, but now we'd like to know how are we going to do that no. So how do we ensure ba, like let's say for example dito sa ating mga tourism industries no, how do we ensure ba that the tourism, especially the tourism, remains to be one of the leading economic driver in the Philippines no. Para masabi nating maging economic driver ang tourism, how should the tourism leaders no do that, Dr. T?
Actually, when I listen to the sustainable goals of tourism, I always get to hear about pro poor
Mhm.
initiatives of tourism, no? Sustainability of the business, natural environment. So yun yung mga what they give emphasis with. Of course, we all agree with that, no?
Right.
Syempre, tourist destination tayo. If we say, let's say Boracay, kung hindi yan na rehabilitate and all, saan naman pupunta ang Boracay? You know, you have to think about sustainability eh. Hindi lang you get something from it always, yung money, money, money. You have to take care also of our environment. So,
Mhm.
magkakaakibat yan. For it to become sustainable, dapat everyone should work together.
Mhm.
Kunwari, you come up with practices not using plastic
Mhm.
or using solar energy, yung mga ganon, para yung environment nandun pa rin. Kasi yun ang pinupuntahan ng tao eh. 'Di ba? If it's
Mhm.
domestic tourism. Siargao is now number one sa ating ngayon. Daming artista na pupunta doon.
Mhm.
Why? It's
Right.
not because of the kundi yung environment it's not because of Andy kundi
Mhm.
yung environment mismo, di ba? Yung
Right, right.
water, the surfing. So we have to take good care of them, no?
Mhm.
So we have to think of ways to really make them sustainable, protect its environment. So yun.
That is why it's always no good to go back to our roots no, especially dito
Roots.
sa shinare ni the 17 yon UN SDG goals no. So for us
Mm,
to have not just a healthy economy but not just a strong economy but a healthy economy. No, it's not just
mm.
about the profit but for us to become no, for us to have a
Responsible.
business no na profitable, we should be responsible sa at least no, not that the entire 17 SDG goals, but at least
Oh,
most of
yeah.
the SDG goals no kailangan natin
Yeah.
i-consider no. Like for example ngayon no, fortunately nung binabalikan ko yung panahon na sa mga supermarkets we used to have plastic bags. Sobra 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
Grabe yung plastic
Mm-mm.
bags no'n. And then, ang nangyari napalitan na 'yan na into paper bags 'no, kung sakali lang na, medyo wet yung mga gamit dun lang pina-plastic. Even straws 'no, sa ating mga restaurants 'no,
Mm-mm.
pinalitan na nila from plastic to disposable na tutunaw 'no, because we have seen kasi for example turtles na affected 'no, yung napansin natin dun sa video, from somewhere na binubunot yung straw
Mm-mm.
sa ilong ng pagong 'no. It's really, um, nakaka-break ng puso. So, it's also best to consider 'no, those other SDG goals 'no, not just for a stronger economy but a healthier one. Okay. Now that we have ensured no that the tourism remains to be one of the leading economic driver in the Philippines, no. What do you believe now are the inevitable competencies needed in tourism? Kasi pre-pandemic, Dr. T, meron tayong standard competencies or skill set na kailangan natin for us to become a good and effective contributor, 'di ba? And a good worker. For example, sa ating company, no, meron tayong nire-require na competency skills, no, na ito yung kailangan
Mm-mm.
namin for you to be in the job. But when the pandemic happened, nagpalit, no? Nagpalit yung basic or essential skill set na kinailangan natin. Ngayon,
Mm-mm.
ano ba itong mga changes in skill set? Kasi previously, ah, wala man sa top 15 skills 'no, na hinanap sa isang company ang EQ 'no, wala man sa top 15 skills pre-pandemic ang hinahanap about about innovation, about resiliency. Pero ngayon, bigla silang napupunta sa top because of the very fast-paced environment, no, in the organization. So in the tourism industry specifically, Doc Jerty, what do you believe now are the required or inevitable competencies needed, especially ngayong paparating na 2022, in order to achieve, of course, service quality, effectiveness, and efficiency?
Siguro number one natin is emotional resilience. You
Mm-hmm.
know what happened sa pandemic, no? Mental health, yan na yung naging problem ng mga employees natin. So we have to really develop yung kanilang resilience sa mga problemang ganito, no?
Mm-hmm.
Like in Holy Angel, we came up with empathy groups where we you know 900 employees, how can you console
Right, right.
900? So what
Mm-hmm.
we did is to create the subgroups dun sa 900, and we trained our clan chiefs, as we call it. So
Mm-hmm.
we prepared activities for them. So doon nila mga activities that are very simple,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't push you to really share what's inside you, kundi out of fun lang. And
Right.
then, you know, they form that bond. After a few months, ngayon sila, they really look out for each other. They seek each other kung may problema. So, hindi sila from one department, kundi they were grouped based on different clusters. So,
Mm-hmm.
yun yung ginawa namin. Kasi, no, we cannot definitely do it na ano lang, sa isang, I mean, 900. So, yun yung isang group namin. Plus, all other activities, may mga kwentuhan kami, and also resilience talaga, yung mental health kasi ng problem ang problema. So,
Mm-hmm.
the second one would be adaptability and flexibility. Of course, nothing is permanent. Like, for example, we're now on our return to work already. So
Right.
what happens now? Iba na yung mga policies that we will be implementing because
Mm-hmm.
we need to look into safety and of our employees. So the yung change is inevitable. So the employee should learn how to accept it, no? So be flexible and
Mm-hmm.
be able to adapt to these changes.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, ang daming in demand. And be able to
Di ba?
create collaborative
Right.
relationship with
Mm-hmm.
others, not just within, no? Yung mga different organizations also. Remember, tourism is not an island on its own. So,
Mm-hmm.
kailangan niya ng ibang souvenir shop. So, you have to learn to collaborate with others. Yun
Mm-hmm.
siguro ang ating tinitignan na very important now because of the pandemic.
Right, actually it's very true, no? Especially ngayon na return to work na, the ability to adapt, no, flexibility, and yun nga, sabi nga ni ni Doc Jerty, yung emotional intelligence din as well is
Mhm.
included, no, dito sa ating critical competencies, lalo na ngayon paparating, because ang nangyari diyan, no, actually it's a good initiative of the HR to share this responsibility to others, kasi previously yung perception ng mga organizations, especially yung mga ibang department managers, role ng HR yan, mental health, sila nang bahala sa activities. But what the Holy Angel did, no, through the leadership of Doc Jerty, it became a shared responsibility. In that way,
Different.
mas engage ang employees, because you see your immediate superior checking on you, kamusta ka? No, it's not just the HR checking on you, kamusta ka, but even your immediate superior. So it's really a good that we imbibe a culture like that. So probably ayun, no, this is a challenge accepted should be ng mga viewers natin, especially leaders, ha. Hindi lang daw 'yan role, no, ng human resource leader, but it's also your role, no, as a leader to take part, no, dito sa ating ginagawa, no, as we navigate through the new steps, no, ngayong paparating na 2022, because previously, especially for the work at home, no, or work from home people, they get easily stressed out, they get easily irritated, especially the parents. Why? Because they're juggling works ng nasa bahay at ng work, no, na bigla ang anak mo lalapit, nagugutom na, may kailangan hugasan, nabasag, etc. Kaya ang di natin masisisi ano, yung mga nagtatrabaho sa bahay na mabilis silang ma-stress, no. That's why we're doing this kind of mental health activities, no. What were the challenges you have received, Doc Jerty, for those people um, working from home, especially nung nag-start yung pandemic? Did you see a downhill sa level ba ng performance nila? Did you see changes in their behaviors?
Well, admittedly, Sir Jester, no, like everyone else, nangangapa ka sa online education, especially our faculty members, no.
Right.
But given this school year already, I think they're attuned already to online education that they wouldn't want, hindi naman. Pero
Mhm.
that syempre, you're sharing resources also with your yun, tama nga sinabi mo, mga anak nila, mga ano nila sa isang bahay. But we're going to return to work already, di ba? Given the good news that we have already na almost zero na. But yes, ngayon, ano na eh, it's a mix between online and face-to-face niya ng adjustment, no?
Mhm.
Yes, nagkaroon pa rin sila nahirapan din sila, but we did our best to help them also
Mhm.
by giving them the training nung nag-start pa lang ang online education, yung Canvas, through
Mhm.
our OIC president now, na siya yung talagang brain ng Canvas, yung
Mhm.
LMS ng
Okay.
Holy Angel,
Mhm.
learning management system
System.
namin. So, talagang direction training. And then, of course, sa HR part naman, ito naman yung very challenging, no? Uh, how to teach online, how to deliver creative lessons online. So,
Mhm.
nag-shift bigla na
Mhm.
naman. So, good thing that we have many resources naman in Manila and here in Pampanga. So, we were able to invite naman. So,
Mhm.
maganda naman ang
Mhm.
transition nila from
Mhm.
face-to-face before to now online.
Mhm. Kasi it's very hard to manage, no, students na online because they're very passive. It's really hard to facilitate a learning session, kaya ngayon, no, ang ganda ng ginawang initiative, no, the learning modalities na ginawa nila as to how they can make their
Mm,
learning session interactive and engaging, kasi
mm,
that's the only time we can get to to see if the students are
mm,
really learning, especially ang challenge diyan sa mga students na naka-turn off ang camera, so we do not really know if they're really into the learning, di ba? So that's a good, no, preparation for the educators. Now, for ano naman, for this last question, no, before we close this interview. Do you believe, Doc Jerty, that a company is successful and good only if its individuals, no, are good or are competent, no, not just the C-suites, not just the senior management, but even the contributors, rank and file are all good. Do you believe that, Doc Jerty?
You know what I believe? There are so many factors that will make it successful, no?
Mm-hmm.
Siyempre, let's admit it, people are the most important factor there. So, people-oriented yan. But
Mm-hmm.
again, good strategic planning is essential. Good facilities is also essential. So, maraming factors. But yes, we have to give priorities to our employees talaga because like for education, sila yung nakaharap sa mga estudyante. So, they're really the frontliners sa education. So, very important sila sa amin. If you will see our mission statement, nandun sila. Quality education through our, yung mga ganon. So,
Mm-hmm.
people-oriented pa rin ang sa school, educational institution. More so
Mm-hmm.
also sa
Mm-hmm.
tourism because they
Mm-hmm.
need to converse with our clients, no, or
Mm-hmm.
guests. So
Right.
talagang dapat you need to train them talaga, no?
Mm-hmm.
So yun.
Mm. I agree with what Dr. Jerty said. No, sabi niya kanina, it's not just about people, but it's also about the other factors. Let's say, for example, how the organization is structured, no, the
Mm,
strategy, the systems in place, no, the styles and even the staff, no, even the skills and even the shared values that
Mm.
all employees share, no. So we have those elements na kasama for us to become a competitive, no, organization. Now to close this session, no, would you like to give any challenges, no, sa ating viewers, especially sa industry ng tourism, as to how they can be prepared, no, dito sa ating paparapit na 2022, no, a very good year, no, to open again our businesses as we see progress, no, dito sa ating pandemic situation. What is now your challenge, no, sa ating mga industry leaders, Doc
Um,
Jerty?
sa ating mga tourism professionals, um, malapit na. So, learn, train and train. And then, if you can revisit some policies that you will have to, for the return to work, please do so as early as now para walang magiging problema, not just for your employees, but also for the guests. So remember, we're serving clients here. So the more strict we are with our safety protocols and all, the better for everyone. Kasi hindi yan magiging news, di ba? So we have to take care of each other. So yun
Mhm.
yung ano natin dyan. So good luck. And we'll be here to support you, yung educational institution, through our students who will be in your industry later on. Thank you.
Ayan. So with that, no, we'd like again to thank Doc Jerty. So again, no, kapit lang, no, you have the educational
Mm.
system there. You have Holy Angel, you have Clark HR Council, no. Just visit, no. I think there's a lot of avenues sa Holy Angel na nagpo-provide ng free learning education like house spell and like the TBI of encephalon. I think so, no. And I believe there's also other avenues na ginagawa ng Holy Angel. Same dito sa ating Clark HR Council, especially for the tourism companies na hindi pa member ng Clark HR Council. They can also visit no
Sir Jester, nakamute ka ba? Parang you're nakamute.
Ayan, yeah, sorry. Okay, so with that, no, thank you very much, Doc Jerty, no, for helping us introduce this initiative. So again, no, it's also best to you know, join no various activities. So gaya nga ng sabi ko kanina, there's Holy Angel there, no, providing various avenues like I think Encephalo, no, nagpo-provide ng free learning webinars, no,
Yes.
even House Spell, no. So you can probably like and follow their pages and even Clark HR Council, ayan, like this free webinars, no. So for those tourism companies who are still not a member of Clark HR Council, no, I'm inviting you all, no, na part ng Clark to join Clark HR Council. Why? So we can provide you HR and labor updates, no. Pina-provide namin 'yan. If not on a daily basis, at least on a timely basis. We even have an avenue for as HR. O sabi nga ni Doc Jerty kanina, it's best that the tourism companies collaborate with HR professionals and um, vice versa, ang HR professionals gawin nilang CSR activities no sa
Mm.
tourism
Right.
companies na mag-provide ng free consultations, no, free webinars, no. So we have it here dito sa Clark HR Council, an access to Ask HR. We also have an access to a free job link portal where you can post your job ads dito. Especially ngayong 2022, paparating na yung mga demands no sa trabaho na nag-hire kayo. So we really have a good network dito sa Clark HR Council. Member insights, we even provide HR templates dito sa Clark HR Council, no? Ano ba yung mga HR templates, no? Uh, Marami, mag-join lang sila. We even provide a free providers directory, the updated list of HR vendors and service providers, no? If not member pa si Holy Angel University, I think magandang maging member na rin, no, sa Clark HR Council. Yan, sa HR library, no? Job fairs, weekly learning sessions, and a lot more. So yun, no? Be part of the change and be also an advocate, no? So accept this challenge, no? As this is an opportunity. So with that, again, we would like to thank all the viewers, no? And mukhang kanina ang dami nating viewers from Holy Angel University, especially mga students, no? Ang daming fans ni Doc Jerty, ano? So ayun. So again, HR on the Go is a joint collaboration of Clark HR Council and CPHR Philippines, no, airing live on CHRC Facebook page every other Tuesday. So if you're looking to be interested, just send us an email at go@clarkhrcouncil.org. Or if you are also interested to become a CHRC member, just join us via the website www.clarkhrcouncil.org/join. We'll also be sending you the links dito sa ating comment section. So with that, this is Jester, no, your host for the HR on the Go, and Doc Jerty, no, saying goodbye. So with that, everyone, maraming salamat and be safe. Bye, everyone.